Hi, my name is RondaSeitz. Welcome to my PBQ. It's called Garden Society. It's designed around a fourth grade math and reading curriculum. Definitely has science as well. So let's get started. I have a navigation bar off to the left to scroll through each page. And I've asked my fourth grade class how we can design a garden to show others in our community how beneficial it is to grow fruits and vegetables. So for the introduction, I've asked the students how they like to be involved in designing such a garden for our local community. So the task here, I've asked them to imagine that they're a landscape design company asked by the local elementary school to design a garden that would serve as a working example to inspire others to create the garden of their own and bring together the community, as well as provide a food source for those within the community that don't otherwise have a fresh source for produce. So for this process, they have a $600 budget to create this garden. There are 4 roles: the planning commissioner, the research analyst, budget brigade, tech task force. So the planning commissioner, their job is to determine what kind of plants and trees and flowers they're going to use in their garden, and they're also going to research the calculations of the seeds that are going to be needed for the project and submit that to the budget brigade. And they're going to keep a record of all that for the later reference. The research analyst, their job is to research the type of soil that's going to be used. They're also going to determine how much soil is going to be needed and to submit the cost to the budget brigade. And they're also going to report any necessary supplies needed to the budget brigade so they can add them to the project budget. The budget brigade, their job is to record the costs associated with creating the garden and maintaining it. They're going to collect the data from the other 3 sources, and they're also going to be responsible for determining what insects they're going to want to attract to the garden to pollinate and determine at least one method to implement this into the garden. They're also going to calculate the costs and include that into the budget. The tech task force, their job is to coordinate the submission for the group proposal, the budget, collaborate with the other members of the following roles, and information that will be needed for the final presentation. Additionally, they're going to be responsible for determining what pests they want to attempt to control within the garden, such as ants or snails, and determine at least one method to implement that into the garden. So for their grade, you can click here, but they're going to be responsible for designing a proposal, and there's a software design tool that they're going to use to put all their fruits and vegetables into the garden, and they're going to keep an individual journal as well as a reflective blog using individual group wikis and wordpress.com. And so they're going to create their budget and create it through the Google Docs, and they're going to design a 2-fold brochure, and they can either use their own template or one that I've suggested. Make a visual presentation, which each group will be responsible for at least 4 slides, and they can use a presentation maker of their choice, or Prezi or PowerPoint. And they're going to contact a local food pantry and set up guidelines for the donation process. And they're going to turn this all in through Dropbox. So I've created an evaluation criteria. There's also a credits page that shows all the credits that I want to use for this PBQ. And in my teachers page, I have included the reflection, and this gives the students a unique opportunity to approach authentic real-life problems so that they can take an active role in investigating roles within their community. The length of time for this will take at least 12 to 14 weeks to complete this project, and you can considerably modify that time frame if you use mature fruits and vegetables. And it's basic technology requirements using 4th grade standards. And that's the end of that. So I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Goodbye.